It's a pleasure having you today. What can I say about you? Ex-investment banker, fintech leader, entrepreneur, investor. You've worked for JP Morgan, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Moody's Analytics, and the list goes on and on. I guess my first question is, why this decision to move from the corporate world to focus on cryptocurrencies and digital assets business?
Well, as you mentioned, I worked for a long time in the investment banking industry and in general in finance. And then I realized I had learned so much. Mm-hmm. And I thought, what if I could use all my skill set to add additional impact in the mm-hmm. world? And I figured the best way to do that is through a startup in financial technology, mm-hmm. because I believe all finance will become fintech.
So you have Superfin. What is your value proposition with it?
The goal is to automate all this investment management process, because cryptocurrencies are more complex than financial products. Mm-hmm. And we need to utilize the latest technology so that individuals can also invest in cryptocurrencies, particularly because we believe that cryptocurrencies and digital assets are a new asset class that could really take over all finance. And if everything is going to get digitized, if all financial assets get digitized, we want to be the ones helping the individuals benefit from it too.
When we look at the cryptocurrencies markets, there's high volatility. And we hear a lot of stories about scams and frauds around cryptocurrencies. How do you think we can improve it? Is a case of more regulation and controls? What can be done?
With regulation, I think we need a smart regulation. A smart regulation that regulates cryptocurrency to protect the consumers, but in a smart way so that it can also allow for entrepreneurship and innovation.
Blockchain technology, if adopted in the right way, can be very beneficial for financial institutions, allowing them to lower their operating costs thanks to faster payment settlements. Do you see other cases where blockchain can really add value to banks and asset managers?
Trade finance, a lot of the trade finance gets done through paperwork. So there's a lot of room for improvement there, and using a blockchain where everyone can share information through the blockchain, all the participants, is a clever way to do it. There's also for loan syndication. So when you're going to syndicate loans, many participants, many banks participating, they can leverage the blockchain to share the same information that will be based on the blockchain. But there's many applications other than just clearing and settlement.
This is a very interesting point, because when people talk nowadays about blockchain, they think more about cryptocurrencies, but blockchain is much more than that. Blockchain
exactly.
is the underlying technology,
exactly.
And it's powerful. You have many cases where we can leverage that.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the hottest topic in cryptocurrencies right now, which is Libra, the new cryptocurrency from Facebook. And now we have Facebook pretty much getting into financial services. What's your views on Libra, and how do you think it will really impact financial services?
When I try to think about what is the competitive advantage of Libra, so they have distribution. The Facebook consumer base is huge, so they can distribute it. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, there are many other corporations that have large distribution as well. And as I mentioned, anyone can create a stablecoin. There's no you don't need a rocket scientist even to do it. There's a large section of the community, the global community, that somehow does not favor Facebook. So if you add that component, then I really wonder how successful can Libra be, or how disruptive can it be, because as I mentioned, it's already been done. Mm-hmm. So Libra presents a challenge, but also great opportunity for the existing ecosystem in the blockchain.
So this is a topic that we're going to talk about for a long time, and I'm curious to see how it will evolve, because it's just the beginning of this conversation about Libra and what is the impact it can have in financial services. You can only say myth or fact. Can we go for it?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Blockchain is much more than just cryptocurrencies. Myth or fact?
A fact.
The crypto crash of 2018 is worse than the dot-com bust.
Myth.
The world doesn't need another cryptocurrency such as Libra. Tough one, I know. Myth or fact?
Fact.
Blockchain is making financial services smarter, cheaper, and more accessible.
Fact.
Big fact. Agreed? Blockchain can empower the poor and change the world.
Fact.
Big fact. Thank you, Liliana.
I got them all right.
We done? We done?
Fabulous.
Thank you very
Good.
much. Thank you
Look
very
at
much.